Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 112 to my random chatbot series, where in the last video guys, I was just trying to find where the mother and father was, and they did come back after I checked on the Totodile and all that stuff. And now I'm just trying to figure out kind of like the scenario we're kind of in. Because I told them the plan of what I'm trying to do to get Toto to evolve. Toto keeps saying stuff like the universe is against him and how like he's not going to be able to evolve no matter what he tries. But I want him to be happy. And if evolving is what makes him happy, that would be cool to me. Then we can be friends even longer. You know, like we can continue being friends. Basically, guys, off camera, I said this. I've got one more question. Does your son worry a lot? If there is not much bothering him besides the insecurity of size and people not being his friend, I might have most of the solution to help him. I didn't say Pam, him today or tomorrow. But if he worries a lot, it might take days or even a few weeks. I hope they. I'll see what they say.
Both of the parents take a moment to think over your question, Mother. It is hard to say. Our son does suffer from worry and doubt sometimes, but it is not as common as his insecurity. We think you could get him more emotionally open in a few days if our hunch is correct.
Okay. I'm doing the best that I can. Period. But is it true that when he tries to evolve, some kind of weird force keeps him from doing so? Question mark. He told me something like that earlier. I don't know. They know because who knows how often he's around. He might literally just be scared of hurting his brothers and sisters and stay at that river we found him at. So
The father nods his head. Father, that's right. When our son tries to start an interaction or conversation, some unknown force seems to prevent him from doing anything. It's like some invisible wall is in his way, preventing him from taking steps towards other people.
excuse me. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. I meant to say evolve. Period. Your son mentioned that when he tries to evolve, some force keeps him from doing it. I don't know. That's even more concerning. What in the world? Oh, so at least we.
Both the parents nod in understanding. They now realize what you meant, Mother. Yes, that's also true. We've often noticed that right when our son is at the brink of evolving, some sort of invisible force prevents him from fully evolving into a feraligator.
Why not a crocodile? I've actually helped a evolve before. Period. That crocodile was uh, was always called ugly by other people. And after he knew I wasn't going to make fun of him, he really opened up. And at the end, it helped him evolve into his final evolution. Just because he had a friend that loved and cared about him. There we go. I'm hoping now, like, they'll understand why I'm so desperate for helping their son. Wait.
The father and mother both listened to your story closely, being hopeful that you will help their son in the same way, Mother. That sounds really familiar to what's going on with our son. If you helped a crocodile evolve before, then maybe you can help our son in the same way and he can become a feralicar.
Oh my gosh, did it say feraligar? Or did it say car? Oh my gosh, stop saying it wrong. It's gonna drive me mentally nuts. It's one of the things that drives me nuts. Oh my gosh, stop it. That's also why we need to get really close as friends. Exclamation point. That's what helped that Pokemon evolve. Period. If your son and me can have a really close bond, son and me can have a really close bond, and he is not worrying about anything, period, maybe that will get him to evolve. There we go. Like I said, guys, I'll try editing out parts where there's too much going, or where I'm like, there's not much being said.
The father nods in agreement, being really enthusiastic about this father. That just might actually work. Yes, I think getting to a great bond with our son will help him evolve. In all honesty, your plan is the most surefire bet we've had in the past years.
Excuse me? What else have they tried to... Oh, I guess they tried to know everything too. I mentioned how he tried doing stuff like... Are the townspeople okay with following us now? The sooner we get it done, the sooner your son might evolve. Period. Why is it picked up most of that without having to retype it? Okay, it says yes, they're ready. Good.
The father nods his head, Father. Yes, they're all ready. They all are eager to meet our son. The more you've spoken about this, the more they've gotten interested.
Are they behind us right now? Because that sounds like they've been listening the way he said that. Alright. Tell them to follow us. Exclamation point. Your son should still be at the river. Period. Stick together. Okay.
The father nods and calls over to the townsfolk, Father. All right, everybody follow us. We're bringing you to our son now. Stick together.
I hope... So I guess he gathered up a few people that can actually understand him like I can. Which is interesting. I lead the whole group to the river. I will eat the whole group. Oh, no, no. What the frick? I had to stop it when I knew I was going to say something. Where are they? There we go. I lead them to the place where the Totodile is, basically. Let's see. Oh. Up. Oh, here we go.
As you all arrive at the river, the large Totodile sees you and stops playing. It looks a bit surprised to see so many people approaching it suddenly.
Hey, buddy! Exclamation point. We gathered some people that want to be your friend. Period. Come on over. Watching me too nervous or scared. I can understand that. I mean, there's a whole group of people just. Oh.
The massive Totodile looks at all the townsfolk, a bit confused. Hesitantly, he slowly walks up to you, keeping a close eye on all the people around him.
Your mother and father talked to these people. Period. They were all very interested in becoming your friend. There we go. Hey.
The father nods and speaks to the townsfolk. Father, yes, thank you all for showing up. Our son is a very friendly and caring Totodile. He's just a little shy, but I know each and every one of you could be great friends with him.
Hey, okay, so we're getting somewhere. I know it's a little nerve-wracking. But I promise, they are not gonna run away from you. Period. You can relax. I gently rub. Trying to comfort him. There we go. I hope that worked and he ain't creeped out and make trying to rubbing to make him feel better. Aw. Shaky. Oh, yeah, he's. There we go. He's trying to calm himself down.
The giant Totodile lets out a small, shaky breath as he feels your comfort by rubbing him. He slowly nods at you, trying to calm himself down the best he can.
Alright. Dang it. Give me a second. Alright, guys. I don't care what I just said. Take your time. I'm trying to help you here have more friends. I want you to feel like you're being cared about and loved. That's why I'm putting in so much effort to help you. And here's what Totodile has to say about that.
The large Totodile closes his eyes as you talk to him. He's really trying to listen and soak in your words. He takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes again. The big Totodile looks at all the people in the town standing there. He's trying to get comfortable in front of all them, but it's tough for him.
I have an idea. Is there anything the townspeople can do to make you feel more comfortable around them? I just want him to feel comfortable. I hope he don't say leave, because I really want to have a friend. Can they approach me one at a time? Okay.
The big Totodile lets out another shaky breath as he thinks about the question. He looks down at his feet for a moment before answering Big Totodile. Can they approach me one at a time?
Sure! Exclamation point. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Period.
The big Totodile nods, feeling a bit more comfortable already. Big Totodile, thanks. Can they start approaching me now?
Sure! Exclamation point. I turn to the townspeople and say, line up and go one at a time. Exclamation point. He will feel more feel more comfortable if you do that. Period. Hopefully that's good enough. There you go. Okay.
The townsfolk all listen to you. They begin to line up one by one and approach the large Totodile as they are told.
It sounds like I'm talking to them like their mother, the way they put down there. The first person introduces himself to the big there. I just want to feel more comfortable. Greg.
The Totodile looks at the first person approach him. The first person introduces himself to the big Totodile first person. Hello there, my name is Greg. Pleasure to meet you.
The only thing is, it takes about 20 minutes. But eventually, all the townsfolk say hi and introduce themselves. How many townspeople work? How big is the town? You'd think it would take longer than that? I mean, granted, they only called a few. They didn't say that. Oh. There we go.
The big Totodile stands there patiently. He's surprisingly relaxed after letting the townsfolk approach him one at a time. He looks at all the people who have introduced themselves to him, The big Totodile nods to them in reassurance. Big Totodile, thanks for all introducing yourselves to me. You all seem very nice.
Are you okay with being his friend? I say to all the townspeople. I don't know what way to say to that. I just said that just in case. Hey. There we go.
All the townsfolk nod enthusiastically and with enthusiasm. Multiple townsfolk. Yes, we'd love to start being friends with him.
There we go. See, buddy. See, buddy. Exclamation point. All these people want to be friends with you. They aren't scared of you. And they seem to really like you. Period. There we go. I hope Toto is. Oh my gosh. Oh.
The Totodile nods to you and looks over the many people surrounding him. He can't believe that so many people would want to be friends with him. He looks genuinely happy about this big Totodile. That's so good to hear. This is amazing. I feel so much lighter.
There we go. This is all part of my plan to help you, buddy. Period. I'm trying to help you clear your mind of all your worries so I can eventually help you evolve. I hope he's alright with me saying it like that. I don't want to think, oh, I'm forcing this upon him. Oh.
The big Totodile nods to your words. His body feels so relaxed. His mind is definitely less clouded with doubts now. Big Totodile, yeah, I think it's working. This feeling.
He didn't say much, guys, but just he said, yeah, I think it's working. This feeling. Tell me, buddy. Exclamation point. Is there anything else that really worries you? Something big that might cloud your mind a lot? That I can help you with? Okay, guys. Since it's been 24 minutes, I'm gonna stop it right after we read this one out. After this one gets read out.
The big Totodile ponders your question. He looks off to the side as thoughts come to mind. Big Totodile, well, there is one more thing that I often worry about.
Okay. I'll go ahead and ask him in a second, guys. Let me get off camera and start another video.